Hey everyone, in this assignment we are going to be taking our drawing that we did or our design that we did in Fusion, and we are going to be making it look professional by adding it to a title block. Um, it's very much going to look like our original assignment that we measured in the last assignment of last week, where we measured the part just to get started. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going into Autodesk Fusion. I already have mine loaded. I already have mine created. It's all ready to rock and roll. And what we're going to be doing here, a lot of times when you guys come in, you'll be in the ISO view here, is we're going to be basically extruding it to making it have it 3D, and then we're going to be sending it to drawing from design. And then when we get there, we're going to end up, putting it in the design title block. And then from there, we're going to add some dimensions to make sure it looks correct. Very, very similar to our measurement piece. Now, the first thing is, what we want to do right away here is we want to go and we want to extrude. All right, so the extrude button is up here by the create sketch, and we want to select this piece, and then we want to bring this up. And it honestly doesn't really matter what the dimension is that we're using right now, but I'm going to go 1/8 of an inch. 1/8, and I'm going to hit enter. Now, when I have it extruded, and you can see that there's depth, now we made that 3D. It's basically what we need to get the lines to look correct in the blueprint we're making, or in the looking professional that we're making. We wanted to go over here to design, and in design we want to select, we want to slide down to drawing from design. Click on that. This little process right here, after we get this thing going, will take a little bit of time, so make sure we're paying attention here. So over here on the right hand side, we are going to be changing this to A, sheet size A, which is a 11 by 8.5, and we want to make sure it stays landscape, and we want to click OK. Now this is the part I was talking about, just it's going to take a little time, so be patient here. If you need to go on your Chromebook, whatever it may be, it's going to load this into a different looking sheet, which will also be a different tab. All right, you can see mine's kind of going there right now. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes, sometimes it takes 30 seconds, but please just be patient and let it load. Mine was actually pretty snappy. I thought I was going to have to pause the video. All right, but we're here. Now, the thing you can see right away here is when you first come in, we can see a line. And the reason why we can see a line is because of our orientation or our perspective being in the wrong spot. So we want to go over here to the right-hand side. We want to edit this drawing view, and that is clicking on this top orientation or front orientation and changing that to top. We then want to go down and we want to change our scale to have this a 1:1 scale, so it's 100%. And then we want to come over and we want to drop it into our sheet and try to get it here in the middle as best as possible. And you click to place. And then we hit OK. Now, it should look like the way my sheet looks like right now. And then we have a few more things to do, and that is adding dimensions. So I'm going to give you a couple of just quick tutorials about how we add dimensions. It's very, very similar to before if we use the dimension tool at all in our previous practice. But we're going to come up here to the dimension tool. We want to select, and we want to pull the same dimensions that we have. All right, so we come in down here and drop and click. Now, you can see that my dimensioning is actually in decimal again. So we got to go do some changes. Over here in our sheet settings, document settings, I messed up. We want to go down and we want to slide down to where it says units. We want to click on the arrow to expand that. We want to change our format to decimal, to fractional. And then we want to have linear precision be actually 1/16 of an inch. Otherwise, you won't get the 16ths, so it'll automatically snap the quarters and such. And after we get there, we want to hit OK. And you notice mine is already changed. All right, should update that also with yours. Now, from there, we want to pull all the rest of the dimensions that we see on our measurement sheet. Remember, you can find that on the 3.1 assignment, or you can reflect on the one you measured just to get all the ones that you need. Now, here's a few more. So dimension tool for getting the center of circles, or radiuses of circles, diameter. We just want to click on the circle and then click again to place it. We kind of want to get these so they're not overlapping or all crazy. From the center of circles to the edges of parts, you want to click and then move in the direction that you want to have your pieces go as far as where those dimensions, extension lines and dimension lines work together. That should be 2.5. A lot of times it'll be the same 2 clicks for both dimensions. It's just moving in the opposite direction to get that. All right. We can also click the edges of lines to get dimensions that way. Click and click. But that's kind of an overview of how you get all your dimensions on there. Remember, you want to pull all the dimensions that are on your sheet. We don't need to pull extra ones or be redundant, but try to pull everyone. If you miss like 1 or 2, I'm not going to worry about it, but just try to get every dimension pulled that is on that original measurement sheet that we used right from the bat here when we started our, I guess, measuring and creating experience. I hope this helps. Get all those things done. I'm going to stop there and I'm going to get us ready to export now. Now, the last thing we have to do, remember, if you want to pull all the dimensions, I only pulled a few. We want to go, after that happens, to export. In our export, we want to do an export PDF. And then it's already set up pretty right. I think it's going to come in all sheets. We could open the PDF if we want to see it, but we don't need to do that. And then we want to hit OK. After we hit OK, we're going to get a pop-up here. This pop-up's important because we want to come in and it's going to name it whatever we had it called. So don't worry about changing it because it's going to update from untitled to whatever you had this called in our previous assignment. Down here, though, we want to come in and we want to make sure we click on the Save on My Computer right down here. And then after that, we want to go over here and change where this is going. Because right away, it's kind of going to a different spot on our computer. We have no idea where it is. We want to go over here and we want to select on the left-hand edge. You might have to dig a little bit to find Documents. And once you've selected Documents, you can hit Save. And what will happen then is we'll have that go into the right spot. And then after you hit Save here, it'll make a PDF that you'll be able to find in your documents and turn it in for this assignment. I know it's kind of a long video, but good luck. Let me know if you have any problems. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.